It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. You know I work all day to get you money to buy you things, and it's worth it just to hear you say you're gonna give me everything. So why on earth should I moan? 'Cause when I get you alone, I'll be okay. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, holding you, feeling you tight, tight, yeah. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. So why on earth should I moan? 'Cause when I get you alone, you know I'll be okay. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, you're holding me tight, tight, tight. Yeah, it's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. You know I feel alright. You know I feel alright.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Good Morning Nanton Live. It's obviously
that's you. Sorry.
Okay. We're having some April Fool's fun in the studio here this morning, as you could probably tell already. So welcome to the show that we like to call Good Morning Nanton Live. And yeah, we're going to have a good one today. In fact, I'm going to bring in one of our other guest because, of course, Alec. Oh, now you're Dave's Muppet. I was Alec's Muppet yesterday, so thanks for joining us here, Dave's Muppet. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, one of the other things now, I'm crossing my fingers because it seems like I don't know if you saw the same thing we saw in the studio here, but there was a lot of pausing in the performance,
and then speeding up,
and then a lot of speeding up. So we were just blaming it on April Fool's Day. Now, did you see the same thing on your end?
I did, and I just assumed that's how they did it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe.
They purposefully did the performance that way. They're actually at the grand opening this morning of the Hive in Claresholm. So that's why they're not here live. So they recorded that, and then we thought we'd represent them really well by playing the video at different speeds.
I don't know if it's an April Fool's joke on us or them, or
I'm not sure who that April Fool's joke is on. I don't know. We're trying to basically talk a little bit about, April Fool's jokes that we remember. Yeah. Now, I did get a video actually, and this video was pretty cool, and I wanted to play it, but of course I'm not gonna know if it's actually gonna play properly here until I play it.
Right.
So check this out. This was pretty cool. This is like from 1957.
Oh.
It isn't only in Britain that spring this year has taken everyone by surprise. Here, in the Ticino, on the borders of Switzerland and Italy, the slopes overlooking Lake Lugano have already burst into flower, at least a fortnight earlier than usual. But what, you may ask, has the early and welcome arrival of bees and blossom to do with food? Well, it's simply that the past winter, one of the mildest in living memory, has had its effect in other ways as well. Most important of all, it's resulted in an exceptionally heavy spaghetti crop. The last 2 weeks of March are an anxious time for the spaghetti farmer. There's always the chance of a late frost, which, while not entirely ruining the crop, generally impairs the flavor and makes it difficult for him to obtain top prices in world markets. But now these dangers are over, and the spaghetti harvest goes forward.
I'm a spaghetti
Cultivation here in
tree.
Switzerland is not, of course, carried out on anything like the tremendous scale of the Italian industry. Many of you, I'm sure, will have seen pictures of the vast spaghetti plantations in the Po Valley. For the Swiss, however, it tends to be more of a family affair. Another reason why this may be a bumper year lies in the virtual disappearance of the spaghetti weevil, a tiny creature whose depredations have caused much concern in the past. After picking, the spaghetti is laid out to dry in the warm alpine sun.
Right, thus making it...
Many people are often puzzled by the fact that spaghetti is produced at such uniform length. But this is the result of many years of patient endeavor by plant breeders who've succeeded in producing the perfect spaghetti.
Oh,
And
God.
now, the harvest is marked by a traditional meal. Toasts to the new crop are drunk in these poccolinos. And then the waiters enter, bearing the ceremonial dish. And it is, of course, spaghetti. Picked earlier in the day, dried in the sun, and so brought fresh from garden to table at the very peak of condition. For those who love this dish, there's nothing like real homegrown spaghetti.
Cheers.
That's so...
So 1957,
I
they
love it.
broadcast that on the BBC.
So I think what
And-
makes that so funny is, first of all, his accent. He's so serious.
Yeah, that's
And-
absolutely.
Like, we've all seen stuff today, like print ads or when, like, WestJet does some really great stuff. But they would have probably had to, like, that was film and money.
Yeah.
Like,
That's right.
someone spent some real money to do that, which is great. And
Exactly.
still alive today. That's very funny. I love it.
And of course, after that, they start getting phone calls
Yeah.
from people asking how they can start their own spaghetti crops. Like they wanted some information on. I want to grow my own spaghetti. How do I do that? So they get real phone calls from people asking them. Like that's when you know a prank is perfect, right? But
And food pranks tend to be kind of the way that a lot of these companies go.
yeah. Do you know the history of April Fool's Day?
No, that'd be
So
great.
I read up a little bit about it because, of course, I'd never really thought to look up the history as well. And there's no, consensus on where the origin really is, but they suspect that it dates back to 1582 when
A hilarious
France...
time, just first
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Such tomfoolery happened then.
That's right.
You were dying of the plague. You were pulling pranks.
That's right. So,
Anyway.
so years before that, a few years before that, France switched over from Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar.
Right.
And in 1563, the Julian calendar, same as the Hindu calendar, the new year began with spring equinox in April 1st.
Oh.
But people failed to recognize the actual switch. So there were some people that were still celebrating the new year at the wrong time.
Oh.
And so all of a sudden, the people that were celebrating the new year on April 1st, they started to become the butt of jokes
Got it.
and hoaxes and called April Fools. And there was a Poisson d'Avril, which is April fish, to symbolize a
I was
young,
like, what are
easily
you
caught
saying?
fish and gullible person. I'm trying to be all fancy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was,
So that's kind of what they suspect is the history of April Fools. And I want to find out, what April Fools pranks we remember. Of course, I remember Orson Welles' prank. Which
That was
is
a pretty good one.
War of the Worlds broadcast, the first radio show broadcast of the world being under attack by spaceships and aliens, and everybody went crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were serious ramifications from that. So
Yeah,
it was pretty crazy. But do you guys remember any good April Fools pranks? Oh, you got one?
I got a couple to share with you
Yeah.
visually. So, just speaking of food, there's a couple that I found from big brands that just put these out on April 1st without much explanation. So here's one of my favorites: is the Heinz beanbag chair.
Beanbag.
And it's not
That's
even
a
that.
good one.
Like it's not even like if you look at it like if you just glanced at it, you might not notice. But when you look again, you're like, that's not even. Wait a minute. Heinz beanbag chair. Another one so these are Tic Tacs, Nutella flavored Tic Tacs.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
Who would want
that actually wouldn't be too bad. Actually,
Let's see.
Get
I
on
think I
that
might
Tic Tac.
actually enjoy that one. Yeah.
Here's this last one. I don't know how you feel about this. The sweet and sour sundae from McDonald's.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
No, pretty gross. But it's
I
the
don't
way
know.
they put them out, and it's like everything else, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
think I thought the chicken Big Mac was a early April Fool's joke because
yeah, she tried it. And she goes, "This has got to be a joke."
The chicken Big Mac.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Don't do it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we got for comments coming in here? So Shalane wants to know, let's see, Morning Gang, is it true all April Fool's pranks have to be completed by noon? I think
I've
that
heard
itself
that.
was an April Fool's
Was it?
prank. Yeah. I don't think it's true, actually. I think if somebody doesn't do anything, I think anybody
I feel like they just were like, listen, we can't handle this all day, so everything has to be done in the morning, so then we can just get on with our lives.
I wonder what the logic was of that. It was probably corporations going, okay, guys,
Yeah.
we got to get serious now. We actually got to work. So that's probably what it was. And then we got a good morning here. Not sure who that's from. Somebody said, let's see what this one is. Have a friend with a fog machine and owned a small store, filled the store with fog just after staff closed for the day, then called staff back claiming a fire. Holy
That's
man.
mean.
Ooh. Got another good morning, guys. And then Chris is joining us here today. Chris, we're going to be talking about you in just a second, so stick around. So now that's a bologna, or should I say bolognese? I think she was referring to the spaghetti. So, yes, if you guys out there who are tuned in watching, if you have any pranks that you remember that are good ones, let us know. We'll share them with everybody. Erin, do you remember any good April Fool's pranks?
I know when I was younger, my stepmom's dad was a head at the RCMP.
Okay.
And we had called him to prank call my dad saying I was arrested and that he had to come and get me.
Yeah.
And he ended up driving, I don't know even where he was, but it was far. Cross town, cross the city, wherever it was, and had to meet at like a random police station. Obviously, I was not there, and it was a huge thing. I think I was grounded after that.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh,
upset.
yeah.
But it was really funny seeing him panic.
Wow.
It was worth it then, hey.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. Well, we did some April Fool's pranking last night in Stavely. So a little early on the April Fools, but we have some photos here because we were with Such Drama, and we were doing a murder mystery last night.
Nice.
And so there's some of our performance stuff there, and some of the actors that were in it, and there's the group of us. Yeah, and let's see, and that's me.
Are you? Hold on. Is this you trying to look like me? Because yesterday.
So there's a nice shot of us there, but yeah, that was after some shenanigans had gone on back in the back room there, that I was supposed to come out and pretend like
Disheveled.
I was disheveled. I had some naughty stuff going on with one of the other actors.
When you showed up, then were you shoveled, and then
I was
Yeah,
shoveled.
yeah.
Right?
I started off shoveled.
and then became disheveled.
Then disheveled,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
So we had some fun last night with that.
And that was for the 70th anniversary of the Vulcan Lionettes.
That's right.
So
That's
that was
right.
fun.
And it was with Such Drama, raising some money for a play coming up called Hansel and Gretel. It's going to be coming up in May, so we'll be talking more about that as we get closer to the date. But yeah, that's what happened last night, so we're having some fun with that. So thank you very much, Chris, for giving us the opportunity to do that. And thank you very much, Alec, for not doing it so I could play your part.
Absolutely.
That you apparently played last time.
Yeah.
So
I actually I was out at Retro Nights last night, so we're going to talk about that next week. Super
Yeah.
fun, great time.
yeah.
I'm just going to quickly share with you that I actually was the victim of a prank a couple of years ago.
Okay.
My son took the sugar bowl, dumped the sugar, and put in lemonade mix.
Okay.
I didn't notice, and I usually put a little bit of sugar in my coffee. And I would say like 2 weeks went by. I was ready to go to I'm like, every time I drink coffee, I actually bought a different brand of coffee. Like,
Really? Oh, that's priceless.
and he kind of forgot. And I mentioned it to Annalisa one day. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Have you noticed the coffee super bitter? And she's, no. And Jude was in the room, and he kind of looked at me. He's like, oh, Dad. He's like, I forgot. I thought I would get you on the day, but it had been like, it was like mid-April, and I've been drinking awful coffee for 2 weeks.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff.
Man,
That's
the things
good
we
stuff.
endure for coffee.
Oh my goodness! Wow. I'm glad I don't drink coffee. So don't drink coffee. Don't drink tea. So can never happen to me. So we've got to move on here. We've got, of course, Erin's in the studio with the Nanton Children's Society, which you guys are putting on the Children's Festival as well. So we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But we, of course, want to make sure that we say thanks to the sponsors of the show, so Wagon Wheel Pub. And guess what happened last week? This is kind of interesting. Last week, so we're going to talk a lot about the Wagon Wheel Pub here just for the next few minutes, because the Wagon Wheel Pub ended up being one of the businesses that was on the Choose a Local Business for the Wheel of Nanton. Now, do you guys want to do that with me here? So, ready? Erin, have you ever done this? We got a Wheel of Nanton? Okay, just follow along. Okay, ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. The Wheel of Nanton. I saw you did that, Erin. So that's good. Now, you'll notice that the Wagon Wheel Pub has been pulled off the list here.
Oh.
Well, I wonder why the Wagon Wheel Pub has been pulled off the list and why we're back to $50 to give away, basically starting all over, because maybe this happened here last week. Of course, this wheel that we do, we spin it. It's called the Wheel of Nanton. So today, unfortunately, we're probably not going to hear the actual spinning of the wheel, but we can probably see it. So I'm going to bring it in. And we had somebody who actually guessed. It was Randy guessed.
Oh, yeah, the wagon wheel.
The wagon wheel,
All
right? So Randy guessed the wagon wheel. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to see if we can actually bring this up here, see if it works. Okay. Is it working? Is it working?
No,
I don't know
not
if
yet.
No, you can't even see that, can you?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to stop that. It's because John's here. Just blame it on John. Blame everything on John. So,
John.
yeah. So we are going. Okay, now can we see the wheel?
Yep.
Okay, we can see the wheel now. Okay, so we had somebody who actually was one of the first person to comment, but Holly has been on the wheel and she's selected a business in the last couple of weeks here. So we are actually going to give Holly the Be Kind book. So she is going to win the Be Kind book. So thank you, Holly, for commenting, because we are going to give you something for being here and playing along. Now, with this, we are going to spin the wheel and we're going to see if it lands on. Here we go. Here's the spinning of the wheel. Now, I'm not sure if anybody can hear that.
I can hear it. But
I can hear it, but I don't know if anybody out there can hear it. So we're going to spin it, and if Randy lands on the wagon wheel, then we've got $150 that we're going to give to him.
Out
So
the party.
here we go. Where's wagon wheel pub?
Could be
just
spin
passed.
again. Could be spin again.
Could be spin again. Could be. Could be. Could be. It could be spin again. It is. It's spin again. Okay. So Randy.
Okay, let's do it. Let's spin again.
Okay. So Randy, you haven't lost yet.
Chance.
You get another chance here. So let's spin that again, and let's see if this lands on the wagon wheel for Randy. $150 to go to the wagon wheel if he actually lands on this. So, did you have a business you wanted to guess? You want to guess now there, Joanne?
Blended Boutique, because
Blended
I'm going
Boutique?
there this afternoon.
Okay, so you say Blended Boutique.
Oh,
you
Randy's
know what?
got his
You know
fingers
what?
crossed.
You know what? You know
We're
what?
coming up.
You know
We're
what?
Oh, no way.
Oh, no way! He got it! He got it! He got it!
All right.
Randy got it! Congratulations, Randy!
Awesome.
The spin again, that was exciting. A spin again, and then he actually landed on it. So, oh my goodness.
Wow. So
he
it's
got it, $150.
Gift certificate to the wagon wheel.
You spend it at the wagon wheel.
That's
so
right.
$150 to go to the wagon wheel pub, and now we start back at $50 and go again.
Yeah.
So, wow, congratulations,
Awesome.
Randy. Woo, awesome, thanks. Good job, buddy. Wow, congratulations. I can't believe I'm so excited about this. Okay, so settle down, Dave. There we go. So Randy won it. Randy won it last week, and we're still getting congratulations this week from Maria here. Way to go, Randy. That was last week. So Randy won it. He gets $150 to go to the Wagon Wheel Pub and have a great time. I am going to have to assume that he's going to be joining us on Tuesday, April 4th, for karaoke night. The super duper fun karaoke night Tuesday night at the Wagon Wheel Pub starting at 8 o'clock. It's by donation. We're going to bring $150 cash with us. And then we are going to just shower him with the money at the Wagon Wheel Pub. So that's what we're going to do. So everybody in town, pass this around because drinks on Randy on Tuesday night at the Wagon Wheel Pub. So that was pretty cool. So we're back down to $50 now. And we're going to, again, we'll move it up, but we are going to play again. So we need to have the first person who's on here viewing this to comment and let us know what business out of the businesses that we've got listed here. Of course, let's make sure that we promote all these businesses. So we got Stu Thorne's, we got Because I Said So, Primal Soul Boutique,
which
Southern
has its
Cuts.
grand reopening today. Primal Soul.
Oh, are they having their grand reopening today?
Yeah, you bet.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, now that I know that, I feel like we should have been doing something there. Okay. Southern Cuts, Splendid Boutique, The Hive, Parlor Aesthetics, Willow Creek Studio, GCS Automotive, Fresh Mart, Sandstone Pharmacy, Cattleman's Corner, Georgie's Cafe, and Belladonna Boutique. So, first person to get on here and tell us who... Let's see. Oh, look at this. We've got actually, look at that. One of our sponsors actually is commenting. So Lee says The Hive. So Lee's going to be our official contestant here. He's the first person to comment and he picks The Hive. So we are going to spin the wheel. $50 is up for grabs at the end of the show here today. We'll let you guys, the rest of us, here, select something later on in the show as well. Well, we should get to Alec. Alec, you're here for a reason. Of course, you and I, every Friday, have some fun together with Connecting Claire's Home from 12 noon to 1 o'clock and on a bunch of different various social media channels, just like we do here. And we want to find out what's going on in Claire's Home. So give us an update.
Totally. So the big thing happening today, and it's awesome that Lee picked The Hive because The Hive in Claire's Home is having their grand opening today, right now, 10 to 4. Their place is looking very, very stocked. They've got lots of fresh produce. They've got Cocoa Brooks in the fridge. They got fresh baking there. And today is also the day you can go in and paint the bathroom. You can pick a square and make a mosaic out of it. It's going to be awesome. And in fact, I have to share something with you. I went in there today and right at 10 o'clock and I ran into someone. I want to see if you guys recognize.
What's this?
Oh,
that's what it was. Okay. Okay.
So it was fun. I ran in and I accosted them and took a quick video and left.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good. So that's what's going on in Claire's Home then right now. And then you said you were at a retro night last night. So
retro night last night. So really quick. It was the Sports Society fundraiser. The stands were packed. They had the deal was it was the current senior girls team playing against the senior girls alumni, going back to 19 or something, and then same thing with boys. Senior boys against senior boys alumni. Now, the senior boys alumni, there's some players on that team who are playing at a university level, and we had a slam dunk contest as well. And some of these guys could easily dunk from the floor.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to.
They didn't need a trampoline or anything like that. No,
and it was no. So I went with the camera, and we've got some good footage of that. And they had with the cheerleaders we had on yesterday.
Yeah, that was funny.
They had a whole bunch of kids out, and it was a great night. It was really, really great. So we'll be talking more about that next week on the show.
Next week on Connecting Claire's Home. So you guys can check out the show. Same way we do it here. So Facebook Live, YouTube, bunch of different Claire's Home channels. So you can check it out and find out what's going on there with myself and Alec here. But today, Alec is Dave's Muppet because this is my show. So thank you very much for the respect there, sir. Well, thank you very much, Alec. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you next week, okay?
You got it. All right, folks.
Okay, awesome. Okay, Amanda, let's have a quick conversation here about a comment that came in from somebody who I assume is maybe my dad. So, would it be an April Fool's joke if I told you that your dad was standing outside your studio door? So, is he speaking to in third person?
I don't know.
here,
And then it switches back, or am I?
Or am I? Yeah. Then he switches back to first person. Okay. So, or am I? Well, we've got cameras. This is pretty much
Which
Fort
I
Knox.
was literally just looking at.
This is pretty much Fort Knox now around this area here. So we are pretty secure. So, and we've got attack cats now. So if you were able to survive the tripwires, the attack cats, and we didn't get notified that you are dead in our yard now,
Then I don't believe you.
I don't think you're here. So, no, I don't think it's going to happen. The other thing I want to talk about now, Amanda, did you have a little bit of a sneaky preview video that you wanted to show people? Was there something?
Am I
there?
not on the ball here?
You want to show somebody something we don't know anything about this?
I don't know anything about this.
We don't know anything about this.
What?
Baby, if you strip, you could get a tip, 'cause I like it just the way you are.
Talk to me, girl.
Interesting.
Seemed a little different than when we saw last week.
Yeah, it was a little different. I wonder. I seem to remember that one. I don't know what it is, but I know what this is. This is the 2023 Nanton Mini Business Directory, or Business Mini Directory. Apparently, I still don't have it right on here. So,
I hope we didn't print that.
no, we didn't print it that way. I promise you. I promise you. The businesses are not mini in this town. So, we got this at the printers right now. This is going to be coming out here in the next couple weeks. We're going to be passing this out. We got 500 copies. Make sure you pick up your copy from a local business. We are very excited to be promoting our local businesses once again, and putting this mini directory, the business mini directory, out for Nanton to enjoy. So we've got a lot of stuff that's coming up, a lot of stuff we're doing, including what Erin's working on with the Nanton Children's Society. So Erin, we should probably get to you and kind of talk a little bit about this whole thing. So Nanton Children's Society, I need to know, just in case people are watching and they don't know, what exactly do you guys do? How did you get involved with this? What's your story? Now, we were talking to you before. You said you came from Calgary.
Yes.
So you've been here in Nanton for how long?
5 years.
5 years. So just a little bit longer than us then. So you've really, acclimated to the Nanton community, and you're in there, and you're volunteering, and you're involved.
Yeah.
And
they got you in.
Now, how did they hook you? How did they hook you?
So when we had moved here, I never had kids.
Okay.
And then we had children, and it was a little bit difficult to, branch out, make friends, find people that were, like mind, all that kind of stuff. So I was able to, we went to the Pink Church in town, and Christine at the Greater Foothills puts on a playgroup every week there.
Okay.
And had met some people, and then once my older daughter started preschool, I ended up meeting Leanne, and Leanne was like, hey, you need to, if you want to, join this. We're part of the Nanton Children's Society.
Now, are we talking about Leanne Brinston?
We are.
We are, okay, yeah. She's involved in a lot of stuff as well.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
And so I had joined and found out that it was, a group of like-minded women, and they were all moms of young kids, and we all just wanted to make our community better for our children and our families, and put on events and make, what we mostly do is raise money to make our parks better.
Which is not inexpensive.
No, not at all.
That is so expensive. Yeah.
So, do anything for parks, but just to bring the family and the community closer together. And, we're one big family, right? So we need to.
And sorry, how long did you say you've been part of the Nanton Children's Society now?
This will be my second year.
Second year.
Yeah.
Second year. Okay. Now, we want to thank somebody here. I believe you said you wanted to thank your husband this morning for some reason. Is that right? Taking care of the kids, I believe, so you could get out of the house and have a little fun on the show.
Yes,
we were kind of expecting the kids to be here. I thought
so
they were
was
gonna.
I. That was the plan anyway. So
I thought they were going to be hanging off our half-constructed voice booth in the background.
they
there.
would have
So,
been.
yeah.
Don't worry.
I thought it was going to be funny watching them spider up the wall.
Yeah. Don't worry. Or unplug everything so nothing works properly.
No, that's right.
Play with all the buttons
Yeah.
and the knobs.
Yeah, we have enough trouble doing that ourselves. We don't need help from kids, too. How did that get unplugged? What's going on? People can't hear us anymore.
Right?
Okay, so we want to talk about some of the other stuff that, of course, the Nanton Children's Society is doing. And you guys are doing something right now. It's, of course, April's here. So what's happening in April?
So we are going to be putting on a Easter riddle scavenger hunt.
Okay.
So we are going to, it's going to be starting Friday morning and it'll go until Monday night, just so that everybody can be involved, even if they have family occasions and all that fun stuff.
Okay.
And it's just going to be, the first riddle will be posted on our Facebook page. Once you figure it out, you'll go to the location and so on and so forth until you
fun.
collect all of
That's
the letters.
really cool.
Yeah.
And then you have to put all the letters together and figure out the answer to the big riddle.
Oh my gosh.
Once you have that answer, you can just direct message us with the answer, and your name will get entered in to win a really awesome, fun spring basket.
Oh, very cool.
Very, very
Nice.
like joint effort for everyone to get involved. Hey?
Yeah, and it's, we've got all the businesses that are in town that we've chosen with the riddles. They're all, supporting and participating, so it gets everybody out and about, wandering around town. And so hopefully we have a lot of people that are willing to come and participate with it.
And the weather's supposed to be good too, so no excuses.
Right? Exactly.
No excuses. So I'm actually just going to try to share a screen here and see if we can bring this up. Now, tell me in 1 second if you guys can see this all right. Can we see that?
Yeah.
So this is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys have been seeing this, now I'm assuming this is a poster that's been posted somewhere?
It's been posted on our Facebook page so far.
Okay.
On Monday, I will be delivering it to the elementary school, and there'll be handouts in everybody's
Cool.
agendas
Nice.
and
Good for you
backpacks.
guys. That's
Nice.
awesome.
Okay.
So-
So the Easter Riddle Scavenger Hunt starting April 7th, Friday, April 7th, 10 a.m. Ends Monday, April 10th at 5 p.m. And what are the ages for this? Because I would like to be able to do this as well, even though I don't have kids.
There is no age limit on anything. Everybody is a child at heart. We want everybody to enjoy themselves. It's a family activity, so bring your spouses, your grandparents, whoever it is,
Nice.
and just come and have a good day.
Yeah, get out,
Yeah.
walk
Get out,
around.
walk around. Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No
That's
one's
great.
too old for anything. I don't care what
Not
anybody
anymore.
says. I don't
Not
care.
anymore. You know what? If John Dozeman and myself can be playing the Xbox at this age, nobody's too old for anything anymore.
No,
Okay? I'm
not
still
at
riding
all.
rides. I'm still it's good. Okay, let's talk about a few other things that are happening with the Nanton Children's Society. Basically, you guys are planning what coming up? Because I know there's supposed to be a big something exciting that
One
I
of
think
our
we might
favorite things.
we might be
Yes.
involved with. So what
Yeah.
else is coming up with the Nanton Children's Society?
Well, we're putting on our annual children's festival that we do every year. It's in August for
Yeah.
the Roundup Days,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's one of our biggest fundraisers that we do. It has absolutely everything imaginable for kids, and it's really awesome. It's such a fun day.
Wow.
It
Wow.
is so much fun.
And I can't believe, so if anybody was not there, we did, of course, the kids karaoke. So we had the stage set up and the kids were lined up. How many kids were lined up for karaoke?
See,
It was
so you guys have to come back now.
it was amazing. All the kids singing and doing the karaoke and the lineups, and they were waiting for, it was like a ride at Disneyland or something like
Yeah.
that, right? A lineup was down. They were waiting for an hour to get up there and sing. So that was it was a pretty big deal. So we're excited to be back and do that. Now, I know that you guys also put on the hayride, right?
Yes.
So Christmas time. So,
Another favorite of ours.
yeah, we provided the music so that everybody could sing along to the Christmas carols for Christmas time. And you guys, now, were you out fighting the cold in that one? I can't remember how warm of a day it was that day. Was it pretty nice?
It was iffy. It was really windy though.
Was it
so
windy?
It wasn't actually cold, but the wind was really cold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like it was good. Once
But
you
you
were on
bundle up
there, it
warm.
was great. It was when you had to like actually stand there and
Yeah.
wait for everybody. That was
Bundle up warm, and then once you get on, then all of a sudden just start singing.
Then you just
Yes,
cozy up
exactly.
together.
That warms everything up. Yeah, exactly. So, that's really cool. So, is there anything else going on that we should know about, or are we going to bring you back on and talk about it later?
We will definitely be back to talk about everything else later.
Okay.
As of right now, I think it's just the Easter one that we're really excited about and want to get really hyped up for to make sure everybody participates.
Okay. Everybody
and
share
then-
this. Share
Yeah.
this, you guys. Come on, share it.
And
Support.
Yeah, and then we've got some letters out for the Children's Festival already and stuff, so everybody can save the date on that one.
Okay.
And then our hayride, but I'll keep you guys posted if there's anything else that comes up for sure.
Fantastic.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming in, and I'm happy that we were able to provide you an excuse to maybe get away from the kids.
Right? Yeah.
Get away from the kids just for a
what I
little
Now
can.
that you're
while.
out.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks. Maybe the kids are going to watch this later. So, what are the kids' names? Say hello to them. Say
Aria and Ellie.
hello, Aria and Ellie. Hello. And before we let you go, we haven't done our birthdays yet, and I do want to get to the birthdays. Are you a singer? Do you want to sing birthdays with us, or?
Ooh. I don't think everybody wants
No.
me to sing birthday.
Your kids might want to see you sing
That is
birthdays.
different.
Okay. We'll let you go then, and we'll serenade you with birthdays as you head out.
Oh, perfect.
Unless you want to stick around. If you want to stick around,
You're
no
more than
problem.
welcome.
You're more than welcome to stick around and have fun with us. But we are going to do a birthdays right now, so why don't we get to those, because we don't have a Highway 533 band here live with us, so that means we're responsible.
Thank goodness there's only 4.
We're responsible. So Shannon Kingsmith, we got Michelle Klotz, happy birthday. Shane, I never like saying his last name, Swenimson. I will get good at that. And then we've got Braden Cook. So Braden Cook. So let's do that one more time. We've got Shannon, we've got Michelle, we've got Shane, and we've got Braden. So let's do some happy birthdays
Okay.
here. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Come on, Erin.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
dear Shannon, Michelle, Shane, and Braden. Happy birthday to you. There we go. Woohoo! Erin, we got her to do it. That's amazing. Oh, she's gonna
Nothing
be
like peer pressure.
Right?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
she's gonna be picked up by a label now, so she's gonna be moving on to the big time. So okay,
Next
so
stop, karaoke.
live in concert. Yeah, that's right. Karaoke on Tuesday night. Don't forget, you guys. Let's just flash out a couple of times. Okay, well, thank you very much again, Erin, for being here. Really appreciate it, and we will let you go because we're going to move on with some other stuff here. Okay, so
No worries. Thank you so much for having me.
okay,
Thanks
thanks
for
for
coming
supporting.
No worries.
Okay, so Erin is now free to be removed from the shackles of the guest chair, so she could do whatever she likes. And while she's doing that, I think it's time for a little classic Nanton breaking news. So this is a new segment we tried to introduce where Amanda basically looks up some news from, well, now what how far back does it go? Like
1903, I think?
1903? So news from
1903 to
Nanton.
1993. Or no, 73.
73.
Yeah.
So 1903 to 1973. Okay, well, what have you got on the docket for news today?
Okay, well, I was searching through the archives. I think we're
Yeah, we're fighting it.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're battling.
searching through the archives, and I did see something from, I think this is 1948, if my eyes are good enough. Sorry, I know I should have written that down.
You should have.
So I spotted a little article, and it's hard to see there, so we'll zoom in. And there was a family party, so movie night for a family party. A family came back from their trip in California, and they rented out one of the rooms, the Co-op Club, and they showed their films, and there was tea party, and there was decorations, and there was singing, there was serenading. Quite the event. But at the end of it, I saw that I think it's Bill Watt also showed some of his videos. And I actually...
Were they called videos at the time? Or I don't think at that time they would call them videos.
Films?
They're films.
Films?
I don't even know if they would call them movies at that time.
I don't know.
Moving pictures.
Moving pictures.
Let's watch our moving pictures. That's what they would have said.
And so Bill Watt was there showing some of his films. And I got to tell you guys, I've got one of those films that we can watch right now. And we won't show the whole thing,
What?
but this is a Bill Watt reel. I guess reel is it?
I'm not seeing anything. Are we supposed to be sharing a screen?
Oh, yeah, did it not?
No, it didn't share a screen.
I did.
So
I tried.
We're gonna try to share a screen here and see if this works. So where is that supposed to be?
Right
there.
Yeah.
Let's now see if we can share the
put
screen.
that in.
Is that it?
Oh,
okay, there it is.
Thank you. Okay,
we got it. Okay,
Magic
let's
of
do it.
Recordings.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to back that up for 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a film, reel from Bill Watt in
Can you go full
1951.
screen on that?
You betcha.
See if you can go full screen. I want to see if that works. Yes, it does.
And so this could have been one of the reels that they were showing at this little movie day that they were having. So we're lucky enough to have some of his little films that he took. This is obviously of the rodeo. And I just thought, it kind of just, we were talking, and I said, it kind of just triggered something. I saw Bill Watt and his films, and I was like, I know where I can find some.
Oh my goodness.
So this is one. There's a couple others, and it's on the Facebook page of the Nanton Historical, and somebody donated these reels, and they've been converted from obviously film to digital, and it's pretty wild. So 1951 in Nanton at the rodeo.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, thank you very much for sharing that. There we go. There's our breaking news, classic Nanton news. So we'll have more for you next week. Make sure you get on here to find out what it is and share it around town, because I think it's a really cool segment. And it's like you said, it's not easy to find news back at that time, but stuff that's other than so and so just returned from a trip in BC and it took them
the newspaper
8 weeks.
Was literally the Twitter of that time, because it's little short snippets of so and so visited their auntie in Nanton, and so and so is back from a holiday, and so was at the hospital. So which is nice, because that's what your community is, but I don't know if it's worth us sharing on here. So I try and find something that's relevant that we can all kind of relate to. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, well, we also want to thank our next sponsor here, so Trains Lawn Care. Want to thank them for helping us out and sponsoring the show. Without these guys, without these sponsors, we couldn't have a show that promotes your local community service groups and events that happen in town here. And we're always wanting to support local. So let's thank Trains Lawn Care for that. Starting out with just a single truck mounted with a plow and a lawnmower, we have expanded our services and grown into one of the larger land maintenance contractors servicing Calgary, Airdrie, Brooks, Okotoks, High River, Nanton, and surrounding areas. Our expansion and stellar reputation for the past 20 plus years is due in part to our exceptional quality and timely service. Our maintenance teams complete a full property analysis during each visit and resolve any landscape related issues to ensure your property is at its safest, healthiest, and looking its best. We are proud to say we have our certificate of recognition with the Alberta Construction Safety Association. We are also accredited with Contractor Check and the Better Business Bureau, and we are members of the CPC Irrigation Association. Trains Lawn Care, another proud sponsor of Good Morning Nanton Live. So thank you again to Lee and team. Now, speaking of Lee had selected the business for the Wheel of Nanton.
The Hive.
That's right.
Hive. We're celebrating the Hive today.
That's right.
Sort of.
So I actually think it's time maybe to take a look and see if Lee is our big winner for the Wheel of Nanton. So I'm going to share the Wheel of Nanton right now, and we are going to spin it and see if, in fact, Now let's bring this up on the screen. Can you see? Can everybody see this? Can we see the wheel of Nanton?
I see it. I see it. Yeah.
Okay, so Lee again was the first person to comment. He selected the Hive. We are going to give it a spin, and today he has the possibility of winning $50 on the wheel of Nanton if he lands on the Hive. And that money, at $50, will go toward the Hive. So let's give this a spin. Let's see if it's going to get close and land there. We are watching it spin here. So Lee from Trains Lawn Care was the first person to guess. It's slowing down. It's slowing down.
Come
what
on,
do
wheel.
we got?
Come on,
Where's the
wheel.
Hive there? Where's the Hive? Okay, it just passed. Can it
We
make
could
it
do
all the way
spin
across?
again.
Can we?
Spin again.
And it's missing a spin again. It's coming close. It's coming close. No. Sandstone Pharmacy today. Sandstone Pharmacy. So not a winner. So that means that we are going to move it up to $70
next week.
So progressively, we're going to go up $20 each week, and then whoever does win gets that money to spend at the business that it lands on.
That's right.
Sorry you didn't win, Lee. We apologize for that. But maybe you could play again in the future, and you'll win then. What other comments do we have coming in here? So, Dana.
Dana Banana's
Dana
here.
Banana.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
And
I'm
she
so
said,
glad to see you.
I don't know if she's in Claire's home, but hello to Highway 533 in Claire's home.
That's right.
So hopefully she's down there and checking it out. She's always everywhere. Dana's everywhere.
Yeah, they're going to be performing again here on our show, recorded in just a couple minutes. So make sure you stick around for that. And we also had, let's see. Oh, somebody said 8mm when we were talking about the film.
Oh, yeah.
It's Dana Banana. Really like classic Nanton news. Cool. Some of the old stuff from early 1900s. Tells about tea parties and ranch brandings.
There's a lot of comments of dancing until the morning. So.
That's right. That's right. Lee is here. He saw that he didn't unfortunately win. Well, that's no good.
Sorry,
he said,
Lee. Next
Sorry,
time.
Lee. Yep, next time. No problem. And my dad is trying to convince us once again that he's in our yard. Said it's cold out here. You two let me in, son. I'm not sure. Dad, are you stroking? Do I need to be worried or something? So yeah, that's what's happening then with that. So we are going to play that again next week. Make sure you're on for that. We also have a couple other things we want to promote. We have this one here. So we go, of course, the singers and songwriters Mosquito Creek Music presents another concert. This is crazy. They are so busy with their concerts.
It's been fantastic.
They do such a good job.
What? Who's on that poster?
Yeah,
Mariah Stokes, John Ward-Hannum, Charlie Ewing, who we've had in here, Jane Allen, who we've also had in here. That's an amazing lineup. Holy cow!
Yep. So this is going to be really cool. So it's next Friday. Doors open at 7:30. Make sure you get your tickets. You can get them at Because I Said So, or just e-transfer Joni Cooper at iCloud.com. Tickets are $25 in advance, $30 at the door. So make sure you pack the place and support our local music community, just like we try to do here. So, okay. Now with that being said, let's make sure we don't forget anything. So we got, let's see, Wheel of Nanton, sneak peek, classic Nanton breaking news, sponsors, birthday. Yeah, it looks like we got to everything here. So we did a pretty good job today.
Well, I have a.
Oh, do you have something?
April Fool's story.
Okay.
That I'm going to share.
Another April Fool's story. Okay, good.
So a few years ago, and I'm going to try this share screen thing again. Okay, you got it up there?
Okay.
A few years ago, I saw this posting. Actually, I made this posting. So this was an April Fool's joke for the Nanton grain elevators that we were going to start developing it into condos. I think we might have, at first glance, convinced a few people.
Yeah.
But then I think they caught on.
When they realized that Keith Spencer at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 was maybe
So yeah, afternoon we did post. It was an April Fool's joke, and I don't know how many people we fooled, but it was fun to do. It was kind of a neat thing. So
that's fun. Well, you guys have a good time. We're gonna give you another 45 minutes to go and try to play.
Baby, if you strip, you could get a tip, 'cause I like it just the way you are.
Talk to me, girl.
Okay, we are going to let you take the next 40 minutes and go and play some April Fool pranks on people before basically before midnight hits, because then you can't do it again, any more April Fools until next year. So go have a good time. Happy April Fools, everybody. And we are going to end the show here with hopefully the video will play smoothly. No April Fools for the Highway 533 band. Here we go, and we'll say goodbye and thank everybody, including Erin and Alec and all the people who make this show happen.
And everyone who joined us today.
And everybody who joined us. And I'm going to go try to find my dad in the snow now. So have a good one, everybody. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week on Good Morning Nanton Live.
Bye.
Living on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All those tourists covered in oil, strumming my six string on my front porch swing. You smell those shrimp, yeah, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason, stay here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo, but it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. And how it got here I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know, well, it could be my fault. Blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, cut my heel, I had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, soon it will render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own dang fault. Yes, and some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault.
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Goodbye.